for football, the floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
뭐야,
Thanks,
어디요?
Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
아, 어디요?
And the challenge halts them in their
공방?
tracks. And it's with Gunn. And the flag does go up. Must have been close.
ESP도 있네.
Well, that's the kind of play you want from your defender. Has a go. Superb block. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. A danger here as he runs at them. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Plenty of players waiting in the middle.
나이스 태클.
So a throw in here. A corner will ensue. And there's the delivery. Still not clear. High quality defending.
위험.
And the referee spotted the foul, but
오,
played
뭐야.
advantage. Potential danger here. That was perfectly timed, and it is going to be a corner. Unable to keep the ball
아이고.
outside. Ricardo. Well, can they be creative from here?
나갔다.
It crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. Chiu. Gunn. And back with Kim. Kim. Gunn.
나이스.
Well, they couldn't take
오호.
advantage of the opportunity. Will he play it in? Kim. Gunn. And nicely struck. Well, the shot seemed like a good option, but goalkeeper's ball. Smuggled away. Chiu.
까비.
Well, if only he had timed his run slightly better. Offside. Koulibaly. Marquisio. And the pass, a good one. And making sure
nice
nothing
feed.
untoward happened following the cross. Decent position. Untidy on the ball.
야봉. 메시 작으실 텐데. 잘 나왔다.
on the scent of something.
오, 잘
positive.
들어갔다 이거.
Firing it
나이스
in.
마무리.
And the keeper taking it cleanly. Marquisio.
오, 나이스 가로시.
This attack looks highly promising. And space to cross it. Can he finish?
오,
And a body in the way.
오, 나이스.
And it's with Gunn. And Kim with it. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. What can they do from here?
오, 나이스.
Splendid defending, and
길막.
it needed to be. So it's going to be a
GoalKeeper.
goal kick here. They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. Well, I think it's
Ooh.
fair to say he got underneath that just a little bit. Paulo. And they need to get tighter here. But they dealt with the threat posed.
라스트
They
1분.
will have just one additional minute. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And a significant block following that cross. And there's the delivery. And first-class defending, cleared off.
오,
First
아까.
half here comes to an end.
어,
So back underway and an intriguing second half in prospect. Well, spot on with that challenge. Paulo could cross it in here. In possession, Bowen. Oh, lovely incisive pass.
사이드.
Well, that
까비.
has been deemed offside, Stuart.
Well, he took too long to get the pass away. It's as simple as that.
사이드 찔러주고. 나이스 커트. AI도 잘 막아.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass. And support available.
오, 잘 들어갔다 이거.
Regained possession.
오, 이것도 잘 들었다.
Ricardo. Now can
리카르도.
they counter clinically. Real chance.
우,
Well, the teams are locked together. Will it stay that way?
Gabon.
This corner.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Well, the danger is still there. And in the end, no damage done.
오, 정신없어.
The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Body on the line. Giving it a try.
핸들 아니야?
Gets in the way once more. Gun. Tremendous intuition to win it back.
오, 살았어.
Show.
오, 볼이 저렇게
But a
흘러들어가?
pass that lacks quality. Doesn't want to give it away here. And clears the danger. Paulo. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward.
나이스 마무리.
And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, it's a very simple.
저기 링크가 아무도 안
His
걸리네.
movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
칸요미.
1-0 then. Messi. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. Couldn't keep it. An awful lot of green space to run into.
크가 좀 작은 편이라 크로스 올리기가 좀 까다로운가 보네요. 그래서 웬만하면 지공으로 끌어가려는 모습이 보여요. 와, 씨. 이게 안 닿아요? 구석으로 꽂혔네.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
So back underway following the equaliser.
공 흐름 그대로 들어올 줄 몰랐는데.
Dangerous looking attack. And a fine
오, 잘
cross.
들어갔다. 잘 떨궜다.
Alas, he's
까비.
made his move too early. Offside. Not a
나이스.
good pass. Well, that's a super ball over the top.
오,
Sound piece of goalkeeping.
나갔다.
And a throw in it's going to be. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Well, it looked as though they
나이스.
might be in just for a second or two. Clearing the lines.
나봉.
So it will be a corner now. And over it comes.
오,
Show.
실제 체형인가?
Ricardo. It's with Koulibaly. He's got space. And the
뭐야.
cross is immediately dealt with.
링크가 없어.
Ibrahim
오,
breaking at pace.
패스 멋지다이.
Really showing off his wide range of passing skills. They're on the scent of a winner late in this game. Ibrahim. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes.
까비.
Sloppy pass.
잘 잘랐다.
Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball.
나이스.
He's in control of the situation.
나이스.
And a poor ball. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes.
없는데.
And it's with Gunn. A deft clearance. And the rest of you from Loftus Road in the western part of London. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone
이긴
here on
했는데
hooks, you'd have to say with good
정네?
reason. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
I'd be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball.
오, 나이스 마무리.
Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Beautiful pass. Could be.
Oh,
Pretty
shit.
routine there for the goalkeeper. The pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. Plenty of support.
오, 오.
And the cross didn't
Ganzi.
beat the first man. Strong but fair tackle.
나이스.
Well, he keeps going. And teammates to play it to.
좋았다. 나이, 아,
From that
까비.
position, he really should be doing more to work the goalkeeper.
등지고 딱딱.
Chiu. And that was a very fine read.
오, dreigback.
Well, far from the ideal pass. An incisive pass.
나이스.
Well, no way through.
오, 잘 돌았다.
Great block.
나이스 비.
And the referee says corner kick. Played over. Well, the goalkeeper made it look as though there was no pressure on him whatsoever.
까봉.
In possession, Bowen. And showing fine vision. Able to close down the shot. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. And Witsel with it.
나이스 태클.
Did well to win the ball back. And that pass could be troublesome.
오.
Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. It did look on for them, but not to be. Into the advanced
어이구, 어이구.
position.
반칙이다.
Throw-ins given. Not the best challenge, free kick. And he gets away with a warning here.
In my view, that's good refereeing. Strong, but not officious.
That's a useful cross.
길다. 나이스.
Well, they can bring it out now. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Plenty of players waiting in the middle.
나이스.
And that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted and just what they deserve.
Well, here's the replay, and you can see why he's upset. He got something on it, but not enough to keep it out. That's frustrating for a keeper.
2-0 here, and the ball is moving again. Can he make it count? Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. And he took care of it defensively. Neff. And he has options available. Cross fired over. A decent effort.
Oh, shit.
The keeper read it all the way.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had most of the ball and have used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
Indeed, perhaps they can cash in again. Let's see.
까비.
Couldn't hang on to it.
나이스. 왔다.
Is it going to be
나이스 마무리.
a goal? And it seems they're truly cruising to victory here.
잔디 갈리는 거 봐. 무릎 슬라이딩 하는데.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know.
나이스.
He knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Can he finish? That's a great stop.
shit.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
Who can he pick out? And clears his lines. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well,
Obia,
if only
Obia.
he had timed his run slightly better. Offside. And it might be.
오,
And
뭐야?
a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment. And there it
슉슉
is,
할까요?
the referee's whistle, thus closing the
바로
book
먹기네.
on the first half here in West London. So back underway here into the second half.
오, 버텼다.
A very effective challenge put in.
아봉.
Could be a chance to break here. Defenders need to cover. Cleared away comprehensively. Neff. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Really
나이스.
vital interception. Bowen. Paulo.
라인. 좋았다. 까비.
Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Really good interception. Now can they counter clinically? And there's the feed into the box. But keeper's ball. They'll be disappointed with that
아유,
delivery.
잘렸네.
Now options are plenty.
오,
Dealt with the
반칙 아니야?
post. Paulo. Oh, skipping away. Well, then there's
Nice.
a tidy up. And into the last 30 minutes now. Dangerous
좋았다.
ball. Putting them under
나이스
In
마무리.
it goes! A 3-goal cushion. This is astonishing stuff. Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Neff. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Not advantage with them. Referee says play on. Bowen. Might really be able to trouble them here. Great opportunity. And it's with Gunn. Gunn. Chiu. And they have possession again.
나이스 태클.
Very much run-of-the-mill as saves go. Losing possession a bit easily. Promising looking ball. Firing it in. And throwing himself at the ball.
아니, 잡으면 되지. 왜 그걸 쳐내?
Now sending it in. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Well, it could be on for him here.
나이스 마무리.
The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is.
Of the red car obstructing the main entrance, please remove the car as soon as possible. Thank you.
Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward.
힘들어 새끼고.
Well, that's one for them to pursue. Will it happen for them? Targets available, cross comes in. No worries for the keeper. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one.
안 차냐?
Well, let's see about the cross. Well, it wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. Well, on the cusp of the final whistle, and the home side really prospering today. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch.
Oh, the chance is on, Stuart. And a goal it is. But
나이스 마무리.
offside is
네,
the verdict.
Well,
옵사이드네.
it's a good finish, but he was just offside. Great decision by the assistant.
Perfectly positioned to take it away. And Kim with it. Witzel.
어이,
Really
턴.
good attacking play. Just made sure nothing
오,
came of that.
굴절.
High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, his skill level is so high. You're absolutely right. That's a great effort on the volley.
Paulo. And there it is. Football, and great to be with you
Oh.
from Loftus Road in West London. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, Derek,
Neymar,
looking forward to this game. You
one
can't help
KU.
but notice there are some great matchups all over
공방
the pitch,
있었는데.
particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Could cross it in here.
오,
Cross towards that far post.
오,
And cleared away over the
Nice.
byline. And a corner kick to come.
따봉.
And there's the delivery. That's fine goalkeeping to hold on to the corner.
오케이, 위에서부터
Throw in
시작하자.
it's going to be. Who can he pick out? Oh, superb skill. Bad pass.
나이스. 슛.
Dangerous looking through ball. And that's an excellent
Oh.
one. Cleared off the line.
따봉. 역시 네이마르인가?
Possession lost, intercepted.
잘 돌았다.
He's got the right idea with that pass. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition.
나이스.
Oh, lovely ball. But it looked as though he might be onto something, but his timing left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, that's frustrating because he's just been too impatient there. He doesn't need to make his movement quite so early.
And the cross smuggled away. Kosu could play it in. And routine for the keeper in the end. The cross far too close to him.
좀 길었구만.
Plenty of support here.
나이스.
But the danger averted for now. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Can he put it away? And behind it's gone for a corner. Can he deliver it with accuracy?
오, 가비.
A chance for them again to play it over from the corner flag. And a very good challenge. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Martin. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead.
과연?
Crossing opportunity.
나이스 태클.
Defending to cut off the supply.
잘 들어갔다.
Chance.
잘 흘렸는데
Oh,
캐릭터가
defending
금
to
떴다.
deny him.
턴 도는데 한참 걸렸네.
It's a promising City move. Kosu. Giving the ball away.
오, 좋았다. 깔끔.
Chiu. Ibrahim. Decided to come in from the flank.
나이스
He's
태클.
in the right place to intercept. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Just have to look a bit lively given the pressure. Direct ball into the box.
까비.
Away.
그거 하는 줄 알았네.
An opportunity here
Bona.
to get their noses in front from the corner.
Well, this is a big moment, and don't these fans know it?
Who can they pick out?
뭐야?
A very fine header,
벌떡
but it
일어나는 거
wouldn't
봐라.
go in for him. Niemeyer. Using space on the opposite flank now. Crossing possibilities. City moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Well, in
1분.
terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Niemeyer.
나이스.
And so the first half story has been written. It's half-time here in West London. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us.
아이고,
An unforced
나가버렸네.
error, and it's going to be a throw. Just the clearance that was called for. Martin. City move it forward with purpose.
나이스.
Defensive point of view that he was able to make that interception. And options in the centre. Can they get themselves in front here?
Oh shit.
And that is certainly not what they wanted at this stage of the
Mbappe.
season.
Well, it's the same old story. They just can't defend, and if they keep this up, it's inevitable. They will go down.
캐릭터가 움직이질 않네.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0.
어이 좋았다.
And there's the feed.
오 잘랐다. 어
Put
까비.
it away here. Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending.
나이스.
Paulo. Well read to win possession back.
나이스 태클.
Fine tackle there to prevent the chance.
좋았다. 오오.
This could square the game.
나이스 마무리.
And that will help them as they try to stave off
이게
relegation.
Oh, they needed
강명이?
that, a vital lifeline in this game, but can they find another now?
So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Martin. He's showing good defensive judgment. Well, he's given us away.
나이스 차단.
Illegal play and hence a free
히슬이
kick.
두 번 불렸는데?
Kosu. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. King now. Well, possibilities in the centre. That's not a bad ball. Well,
Ooh.
so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome.
전기 좋았다.
Ibrahim. Paulo. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead.
오
Decent
까비.
effort, but not troubling the keeper too much.
어이 잘 잘랐다.
"15 minutes left for play. Can he play it in?
오 터치 뭐야?
Absolutely spot on with that challenge.
왔다.
Getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. And
Oh,
that's a grasp
까비.
of the keeper. And still looking to get the shot away, making sure nothing came of it. Really good high press. Well, we're constantly looking at the live table, and a draw, as things stand, won't be sufficient. They require a victory
아,
to be
까비.
today, Stuart.
Well, they won't want to drag this out for another game and have it looming over their heads. They haven't been too bad today. They just need to find a bit more energy now, and hopefully they can create one or two decent chances before the final whistle.
Breaking at pace. No let-up in the pressing department. 5 minutes remaining, and level pegging here.
좋았다.
It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Can he put them in front?
까비.
Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. Niemeyer. Martin. Johan. Carrillo. Kosu.
오,
And he takes it
나이스.
away. Will he play it in? Decent cross, but nobody in the vicinity.
좋았다.
And
까비.
the referee to Loftus Road. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion.
인원이
Stuart, tell us
많은
about
편은
your
아니네.
pre-match thoughts.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Lost possession. Lund.
나이스.
Petrov. Schumacher. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count.
오,
It's a
피지컬.
situation defensively. And that pass could be troublesome. Well, the threat was
읽었다.
very real. Marvellous defending. Well, continues his run.
체력이 나만하진 않을 텐데.
Schumacher. And no way through. Bowen. Really showing off his wide range of passing skills. Now he must favour the cross. Well, they keep the ball moving. This is looking threatening.
왔다.
Couldn't grab
나이스
it.
마무리.
Oh, it's in! And how massive is that? Maybe the goal that will see them stay in the division.
Oh, what a goal that is. But they can't afford to sit back now.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. And the cross goes in.
와, 이게 걸려?
A chance. Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Chance to play it in. Gunn. And that was a very fine read. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
나이스.
Free kick awarded then by the referee. Lewandowski. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Chiu. Paulo. A room to roam on the wing. Crossed
왔다.
accurately towards the far post. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Running with the ball confidently. Could cross it in here.
오,
Well, the
까비.
danger is still there.
오, 까비.
Top class defending. Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up. Chiu.
오, 이거 태클.
He'll try his luck here.
아, 까비.
And narrowly off target here.
Well, it's still all to play for, but that was a good effort, wasn't it?
And using his strength to shield the ball. The high
Oh.
press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Can he finish?
어, 나이스.
Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. Going short.
좋았다. 와,
Got in!
완전 좋았다, 이거.
That might be the one.
기가 막혔다.
That might be the goal that keeps them up.
Well, it looks that way, but they still need to see out the remainder of the game. But you have to fancy their chances now. Let's take another look, because it's a well-worked short corner that just changes the angle of the cross. And it's a comfortable finish in the end, which is made to look so easy. It's a lovely goal.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Schumacher. And he did well to cut it out. Promising looking ball.
나이스 태클.
A chance to whip it in.
꼬였다.
And the timing was perfect. Ball one.
Well, no surprise there. The hosts have enjoyed most of the possession. They've passed it well, their movement's been good, and they've been well worth their lead. Could get even better
오,
here.
좋았다.
Yes, it might be on for them once more. Well, it looks so
거의
promising,
나가버렸네.
but a goal kicked the outcome. And the danger cleared.
오,
Paulo.
좋았다.
Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Will he finish?
우,
Able to get his body in the way.
살았어? 끝났네?
And there it is. We've reached the halfway mark here at Loftus Road. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway.
오, 뒷발차기. 좋았다.
And teammates to play it to. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. And played in.
나이스.
And winning it back. Really good
Nice.
high press. Gunn. Bowen. And it's with Gunn.
오, 패스 좋다.
Paulo. Well, spot on with that challenge.
와, 톰바.
An example of how to press.
오. 압박이 거센데.
Bowen. Well, they've lost the ball. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. He takes aim, using his body to good effect.
오, 계속.
And
오,
still
까비.
danger here, but
옵사이드야?
now the flag is up and it's offside. "30 minutes left for play." Well, the attack peters out, and that means it's goalkeeper's ball. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here.
오우.
Foul there, free kick awarded. Short and along the ground.
나이스 태클.
Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up.
야이씨.
Well, a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow.
This is a message for Owen Kennedy. Owen, happy
Paulo.
birthday from your friend Jonathan Fish.
Losing possession. Now can they create something? Well, the attack fizzled out.
근데 다 쓸테를 박아버리네. 나이스.
20 minutes to go. Well, that pass easy on the eye. Well, it comes to
까비.
nothing in the end. Offside.
Well, he doesn't
얼마나
need to make his
긁어댔는지.
movement quite so quickly there.
잔디가 파인 거
Just
봐.
let the ball be played into the space.
Paulo. And the timing was perfect. Ball one. Getting forward.
나이스.
A vital interception. Bowen. Unable to keep the ball.
다시. 어이구.
Wasteful again
좋다.
in possession. Oh, a lovely ball.
아,
Well, he
까비.
moved into an illegal position.
Well, he had the vision to pick out the through ball, but he couldn't play it quite quickly enough.
Lund.
나이스.
And the danger is averted. Will they be breathing a huge sigh of relief at full time? If things stay
어이구,
as they
발
are
앞에 똑
now,
떨어졌네.
they will be guaranteed to stay in this division next season.
Hold on, Derek, chance here.
And a goal! They've cut into the lead! It's not settled yet!
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
So there we have it, 2-1. Well, he could run onto it here.
나이스 태클.
Nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle.
게이지 채우고 있었나? 왜 슛을 바로 안 나왔지?
Bowen. Crossed into the penalty area. It was an effective clearance. The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Well, they're attacking,
놓쳤다.
but time is the great
나이스
enemy.
태클.
Good tackle. It'll be a throw.
다시 바로 밟아버려.
Well, a bad pass it was. And they need to get tighter here.
나이스
He'll be
태클.
delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge.
쓸 때 바로 날라온다 이제.
Not giving him a moment's peace. The referee says that is all.
그래도 어느 정도
In
있네요.
London, welcome to Loftus Road. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here.
캐릭터 이
How do
모션이
you
왜
see it
이러냐.
panning out, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about
꽃게 사장이 됐냐?
individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any
옆으로
football
걸으면
game.
막
Which
손을
of these teams has the
휘적휘적거리네.
right attitude today is the big question.
As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Chance to play it in. Applying vigorous pressure.
따봉하다가 수비 놓칠 뻔했는데요. 나이스
Tremendous
태클.
challenge.
전판에 만나신 거 아니에요? 그러면?
Possession given away,
맞나 보다.
unfortunately. Can they trouble the
끝나가니까
opposition
태클
this
오지게
time?
막던 팀.
Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
오,
But the
Nice.
danger averted for now. Paulo.
나이스 태클.
Unable to keep the ball that time. Well, the pass not coming close to hitting
나가버렸구만.
the target. Good bit of pressing.
좋았다.
Takes on the shot.
오우,
Well, the shot had just a bit
살짝
too
떴다.
much elevation. Good vision. Can he get onto this?
나이스.
Well read to put an end to that attack. Chiu. Promising pass. And a
오,
beautiful
왔다.
cross. Brilliantly
까비.
blocked.
우리 공.
And a throw in it's going to be. Trying to really get at the opposition here. And let's give credit to the defending. Well, able to close down the shot.
This is a message for all away supporters. Can you please remain seated after the game?
Outdoing his opponent.
이거 어디까지 가는 거야?
Thank you.
In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. And a
맛있다.
really fine piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right decision. Easy save in the end.
Well, great read there to intercept.
나이스.
Chiu. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Well, not a bad plan of action, but through to the goalkeeper it goes.
Well, as you can see from the stats, there's been little between the two teams. It's been really tight, really cagey. Let's just hope it opens up, and one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
오, 나이스.
Oh, lovely ball. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending.
좋았다.
And just making the
Ah,
run a bit
offside
too
됐네.
early. Offside as a result. Gun. In possession, Bowen. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Well, thumped clear.
좋았다. 슛.
Well, you
Ooh.
can't blame him for taking it on, but lacking the accuracy required in the end. Goal kick here. Now he's
이거
let that run out of play, and it will be a throw in here. He might be able to profit from the wide position. A fine reading of the situation.
뭐야? 키퍼인 거야?
Making sure nothing untoward happened. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So
Oh.
the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway.
나이스 헤딩. 살렸다.
And a good tackle. And teammates around him.
나이스 태클.
In possession, Bowen. Chance to play it in.
됐다. 어, 까비.
Clearance wasn't decisive. Excellent defending.
오.
And he's won the ball.
반칙.
Not the best challenge. Free kick.
오호.
Bowen.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have controlled the possession, but they haven't done enough with it, particularly in the midfield areas, where their passing has been far
Nice.
too safe. And that needs to change quickly if they're to win this one.
That's right, and priority number one here is to win the ball back. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, that's one for them to pursue.
나이스 헤딩.
Good visualisation and execution.
Oh,
Well, he had
Gavi.
just gone beyond the last defender, Stuart.
Well, that's a real shame because the through ball is really well weighted, but he just took too long to play it.
And into the last 30 minutes now. Lund. And slipped through beautifully.
오프사이드.
And the flag does go up. Must have been tight. Paulo. Still pushing for the goal that would put them
Oh.
ahead, but not forcing it.
어,
That was
까비.
simply miles off target.
Well, I think he's right to go for power, but he's made the wrong connection, and it's really poor technique in the end.
어, 나이스 헤딩.
Well, they couldn't
Oh.
keep possession.
오.
He
뭐야?
has teammates around him.
어이구.
Well, a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner.
나가.
It comes to
Oh.
absolutely nothing. Promising looking ball. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Should have
와.
been the first goal of the game.
Well, I can't believe that chance has been squandered. That should have been the opener.
Oh, lovely ball.
나이스 헤딩. 빨간불.
And into the last 20 minutes. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Will he finish?
와, 이걸 막아?
Bring it out.
Well, this is
진짜
a big
잘
moment,
쳤는데.
and don't these fans know it?
Who can he pick out? Well, not the best clearance. Threat over for
오,
now,
이걸
it
밖으로
seems.
걷어낸다고?
Interception to snuff out the danger.
키퍼 공이다.
David. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Crossed into the penalty area. And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, it's been a frustrating day for these fans. They want a goal. They're
됐다.
urging them to attack now.
아, 까비. 오.
Real chance.
아, 까비.
And how about that for a save? Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
와우,
Quite
백태클.
possibly a yellow card as the flow was stopped.
옐로 하나랑
Well, he's gone
역습이랑
into the
바꿨다.
book.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
나이스 딩.
The clearance wasn't decisive.
오, 쉣.
Is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up.
위기를 기회로 바꾸는 남자.
Well, when you see this again, the defending just isn't good enough. The clearance doesn't get enough height on it, doesn't get enough distance on it, and suddenly the ball's being played back into their danger area, and they don't reorganise themselves, and that's why the ball's in the back of their net.
What a big moment in the dying
저렇다.
embers. Will it prove decisive here? Really good challenge.
우,
The tackle completely mistimed, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances.
치즈지.
In possession, Bowen. And do they mean business on this occasion? Decent position. Able to deal with the threat.
나이스 태클.
Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Well, he knows he's on his last warning after that one.
Well, I don't think it warranted a yellow card. He made a genuine attempt to play the ball there.
2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. How can they find
나이스.
a late leveler?
오, 치고 달리기.
Good tackle taken away.
나이스.
Violent interception. The danger was very real.
아이고,
And that
피파는
is to Loftus Road.
요판하면 아마 마지막 날 것 같아가지고 피파 요판까지 하고 아더부어 하던 거 마저 하러 가야지.
Because they are closing in potentially on promotion. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Well, it's been a good campaign for them. They just need a win here today, and promotion is theirs, and they fully deserve it. They've played some great football.
And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end.
잘
Good tackle.
잘랐다.
It'll be a throw. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. And a throw-in it's going to be. In possession, Bowen. Options in the middle.
오,
And given away.
가운데 밀어주나? 나이스. 평범하게 받으셔도 될 것 같은데.
Kim. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Will he play it in?
좋았다.
Giving it a
오,
try. And a body in the way. Bowen. Possession given away, unfortunately. Fazio.
전기 좋다.
And take it away.
오, 강렬기. 아다리가 착착 붙네. 뺏겨도 다시 코앞에 떨어지고.
Sakamoto. Good ball to switch the play. It did look on for them, but not to be.
링크 꼬였다.
And space to cross it.
길다.
Well, they couldn't do
나이스.
anything with that particular cross.
We've had a pair of car keys handed in at the reception, a pair of car keys and a wallet. If those are your
They need to get tighter.
after the game, thank you.
And a decent
과연?
delivery.
와, 헤딩 점
Oh,
후렸다.
a very fine header. But it
엄청
wouldn't
높다.
go in for him.
Well, they're showing great energy here, and that's being matched by the fans. What an atmosphere.
Oh,
Ooh.
fantastic effort. He made great contact, but the keeper more than equal to it. And over it comes.
아, 까비.
Oh, a really good
반응
header,
진짜 빠르네.
but the
역시
goalkeeper
AI
there to
키퍼.
cover up. And a bad pass
어,
across.
좋았다. 아, 까비.
Well, the hosts have completely bossed the game in the last 15 minutes and have looked great going forward. They just need to take one of the chances they've created to get themselves ahead
뭐야.
today.
Well, the attack just lost its momentum, and the keeper will collect. And Kim with it. Paulo. Tremendous intuition to win it back.
땡큐인데. 길었다.
Sakamoto. Now, options are plenty. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. He could pick out a teammate. In position to
됐다.
give them the lead,
오.
maybe. And now
오.
he must score.
이게 무슨 일이야.
Chance here, perhaps, to invigorate their aerial targets. Trying to pick out a teammate.
나이스 딩.
Well, the header needed to be
하지만
a
조금
lot better than
멀었습니다.
that. Didn't really make the keeper work.
나이스. 잘 잘랐다.
Plenty of options. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here?
오.
Sakamoto.
다시 리턴. AI의 과감한 선택.
And back with Kim. Paulo. Well, they keep the ball moving, but then the one that goes astray. Sek.
나이스 태클.
Paulo. Well, he was in the right place to intercept.
약간 낮았어요.
Joao.
터치 예술입니다.
Mills. Mensah.
이 생각보다 잘 들어갔는데요. 나이스 헤딩. 예, 전반전이 생각보다 빨리 끝났네요.
So
Oh.
the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway.
아,
High
나이스.
quality defending.
잘 밀었다. 코너킥.
given.
오히려
Well, they haven't
좋아.
created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Played over.
들어갔어요.
As it stands, they're going up.
Well, it's in their hands now. Can they just hold on here?
사카모토.
Back underway.
AI 아니야?
It is.
AI 센터백이 넣은 것 같은데요.
Can they create something from here? Really important.
PK! 레프리! 이거는 PK지. 뭔지 몰라도 일단 피스를 뚫었습니다.
Some might say he's been fortunate to avoid being shown the card.
Well, I like that from the referee. Just because it's a penalty doesn't mean it's a yellow card. I think he's got it right.
찹니다. 이거 파넨카 킥이죠. 살짝 띄워서 차는 그런 슛인데 파넨카를 정중앙으로 집어넣었습니다.
Well, as you'll see, it's great skill. He
굉장히
threads it with
과감한
he just puts his
수를
toe
뒀네요.
underneath the ball and lifts it down the middle of the goal. It's really good technique and also a bit cheeky.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Well, no danger now.
6골 차이면 힘들어질 수 있거든요, 상대는.
Electing to cross into the centre.
어우,
Well,
빨간불.
clattered away. And nicely struck. Well, giving it a go.
앞에 센터백
in a
주도록
bid to
하겠습니다.
pull them back into this one.
Well, they're knocking at the door here, but they need to score soon.
And space to attack.
이거
Flag up, tight offside.
옵사이드 전에
Well, there you have it.
옵사이드가 안 걸렸으면
So much
PK까지
possession.
나올 수도
Yes,
있는
they've played well
상황이었어요.
when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain
넘어지는
the
모션
ball
보니까
which
이거
makes them so hard to play against here, and it makes them
위험할
such a
수도
good team.
있었어요.
It's been a brilliant performance so far.
Yes, it's going to plan, and they might be able to carve out another chance.
약간
And it's gone out of
크로스를
play. Goal kick coming up.
들어가려는 것 같은데 링크가 없는 것 같았어요. 좋았다.
So a half an hour remaining.
Well,
that takes the wind out of their sails. Great
굉장히
defending.
아쉽습니다. 나이스 헤딩. 어디로 줄지?
Fogden. Mills.
지금 굉장히 선수들이 몰려 있어서 풀어나가기 어려울 텐데.
Outdoing his opponent.
이거 손을 쓰면서 붙잡고
Well,
있죠?
danger averted thanks to his teammate. And cleared away.
반대 전환.
Using space on the opposite flank now.
나이스.
They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. Mills. Laid into the box.
나이스
They
헤딩.
couldn't quite muster a real threat. Just not looking confident in possession. And teammates around him. Fine cross into the middle.
오케이.
It's still alive. Oh, a tremendous block. He's compelled to kick it clear. And he did what he had to do defensively.
나이스.
And he takes it on.
오우씨.
And pushed onto the woodwork.
와, 이거를 씨
Goes.
히딩 쳤는데 골대 맞고 다시 앞으로
And the
튕겨 나왔네.
keeper feels hung
역가다.
out to dry.
Well, here it is again, and the striker does everything right. He hits it across the goalkeeper, which makes it difficult for him, and then the player coming in is alert for the rebound. What a good goal that is.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score.
yeah.
What's going to happen next? Brilliantly blocked. Now can they counter clinically? Tremendous ball
좋았다.
played through.
아, 근데 조금 길었어요.
And clears the danger. Seemed to switch
공이
on for a
나갑니다.
moment, and now a throw in. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. And a throw in forthcoming.
포스터가 달렸나요?
And the advantage accrues to the attacking side.
어드밴티지를 주면서 계속 진행해 나갑니다.
He's going forward well here. Oh, beating
Oh.
his opponent with ease.
병이
Can he
이것은
a massive moment, and they can only throw away promotion
잉
now.
잉에서 다 만들었죠.
Just need to keep their composure, and surely they're going up. Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with.
하,
but where are
다시
his defenders
벌어지는
following? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert.
득점
He gets
격차가
the ball
벌어집니다.
first, and it's a good finish.
So back underway. 3-1 the score. Not advantage with them. Referee says.
크로스를 올리나요?
Crossing possibilities.
오,
Able to deal
링크가
with the
없어서
threat.
조금 당황했지만.
And he cuts in from the wing.
오,
Well,
이거
that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a
이거를
dangerous position.
굉장히 이거는 퇴장을 줘도 할 말 없게 만드는 태클이었거든요.
Outrageously good piece of defending on the line. It's a corner. Can he deliver it with accuracy? And that's very confident goalkeeping in not easy circumstances.
갑시다, 역습.
An awful lot of green space to run into. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Well, nicely cut out. As far as stoppage time is concerned, 3 minutes here. Options in the middle.
아하, 나이스.
Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
이,
Well, it petered out. You can't really tackle like
반칙으로
that and
끊었다.
expect to get away with it. Booking it to come, you would think. Well, the referee has taken note of his name and number.
Well, I think he can count himself a bit unlucky there, but it was certainly a foul.
오케이.
And full time here. Now we can see. Beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary.
희정,
And my
코나테,
expert analyst, as always
가치그,
on these occasions,
박근혜.
is Stuart Robson. And there could be a lot of celebrating going on after this. I say that because they have it in their power to clinch the title. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Well, what a season it's been, Derek. Promotion already in the bag, and you have to say it's looked so comfortable. 3 points here today, and the title is theirs.
And giving the ball
Oh.
away. And the referee blows for a foul. And Kim with it. Cho.
오호, 나이스 태클.
And he has options available.
오, 깔끔.
Couldn't keep the ball. Van Dijk. Oh,
치고 달리기인 것 같은데 패스가 돼버렸네요.
creative look about this. Now will the cross work out for them?
오,
Played
꼬인다.
in from the flank, but not to any great effect. And given away.
터치했는데 약간 길었습니다. 좋아요.
Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Here.
나이스 몸싸움.
Well, he took care of it
패스 하나
defensively.
좋았습니다.
Now, who can he play it to? They'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. A bit of running room now on the wing.
나이스.
Cleared away.
크로스 올리려나?
Cho.
나이스 태클.
Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack.
반칙 아니야?
Foul
그치,
there.
반칙이지.
Free kick awarded. That is how to apply the pressure. Bowen.
뺏기지 않고.
He's given us away.
빠르다 빨라. 나이스 AI.
Did it well defensively.
다리 긴 거 봐.
For what will be a goal kick. Race.
약간 짧았어요.
Sim.
나이스 태클.
Race. Bowen. Still level here, but the pressure escalating.
반칙?
After the foul,
우리가 뺏은 것 같은데?
chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Well, the free
머리
kick
맞았어.
taken, but saved easily by the keeper.
코너 대비를 조금 해야 될 것 같아요.
Can someone get on the end of this? And that's very confident goalkeeping in not easy circumstances. It's with Koulibaly. Great pressure to win the ball back.
나이스 태클. 잘 뜯었는데 공이 안 오네.
Good looking sequence. Lovely work to get
나?
past his man.
살았어?
Well, defending always has to be a team effort. Good piece of covering.
이건 살았다.
He could pick out a teammate. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that.
좋다. 오,
With
밀렸어.
that, the attack fizzles out.
나이스 태클.
Well, those stats tell you everything. A tight and cagey game without enough goal-mouth action. Both teams need to get more play.
Could be. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation.
나봉.
Now sending it in. Well, still an issue here.
아니,
And a goal!
이럴 수가.
That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now
개꼬였어,
they've been
진짜.
rewarded. So underway again here.
우리 팀한테
1-0
맡긴 것
the
같기도
score.
하고.
Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. Chiu. Paulo. The first half here comes to an end. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway.
오우,
Wants to win it back high up the pitch.
나이스 태클.
Paulo. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. But timely defending when it mattered.
오,
Error by the
나이스.
keeper might give them a chance.
나이스 수비.
Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Now showing excellent judgment to intercept.
오, 좋아. 오히려 좋아. 오히려. 아, 까비.
Clears it away. It's with Koulibaly. And Kim with it. Take it away.
나이스.
And Kim with it. Decent progress with the ball at his feet.
오,
Terrific.
오.
Well, there it is. The visitors have completely dominated the game in the last 15 minutes, and they've created chances, but they just haven't had that end product. But you just get a sense that equaliser is coming.
Oh.
나이스,
Given the
AI.
threat to the opposition. On the offensive. Effective looking pass. Teammates in the middle.
아, 까비. 살았다.
Well, threat over for now. Cho.
오, 깔끔한 턴.
A wonderful intervention. Oh, could be.
Oh, shit.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that's just a wonderful save. How did he stop that?
Trying to deliver it accurately. No keeper will mind that sort of corner.
오, 쉣,
Plenty
터치.
of running room in the wide position.
코너까진 안 가고 살렸네.
Twenty minutes to go. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. He has time to play it over. Oh, it could be.
와,
And
나이스.
they're back in this now.
Well, they certainly needed that. Can they now go and win it? Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, but should the keeper be beaten at his near post? I don't think so. He really needs to do better in those situations.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. And foul it is then. And it's whipped in early.
오, 까비.
Well, they survived the attack. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Chance here. Can they stop it going in? There to take it away. Oh, a perfectly timed pass.
오,
And they couldn't quite muster a real threat.
무슨 일이요?
Oh. He succeeds in clearing it.
오, 엄청 세.
Well, level pegging here with time running out. And don't forget, they need maximum points to be crowned
나이스.
champions.
Well, they need to throw everything at this now. Just keep getting the ball into the box and make something happen. What a finish we've got here.
And a fine cross.
됐다.
Can he get the shot on?
어,
Oh, a vital
까비.
save.
너무
And it
아쉽고요.
remains all even.
Well, there you have it. He may just have saved his team here.
Now sending it in. Not really the ideal clearance. Not messing around with that clearance. 5 minutes of the 90 still to go. And the teams
nice.
cannot be separated. On the attack. Is there to be late drama?
오,
Fine reading
nice
of the
cut.
situation. Cho. Zijvelon. Van Dijk. How about the cross?
나이스
A
헤딩.
very effective clearance. Good looking move this. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here.
오,
And
Offside.
flag raised. Offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
어,
And the
까비.
referee's racing.
네
Every
명이네.
reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And what a last day scenario we have. Will they clinch the title here and now? How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, Derek, over the course of the season, they've been excellent. But this will
AI가
certainly test their
앞으로 안
character
보내네.
today. Just how will they handle the expectations? All they need is a draw, and they will be champions.
아니, AI만이 아니고 전부 다 앞으로 안 보내네요.
He has time to play it over. Well, really
Oh.
intense pressure applied. And a
아, 프론트
good-looking ball.
헤딩. 아,
And it's a moment
까비.
he would like to have back if possible.
나이스 태클.
And Kim with it. Paulo. Really good challenge.
오, 나이스.
Bowen. No nonsense clearance.
공을 뜯은 것 같으면서도 아닌 것 같으면서도.
Matry.
반대잖아.
It's with Koulibaly. Race. Chance to do damage. And teammates to play it to. To jump in front. Top-notch
Oh.
defending, but the chance still there.
슛? 와, 이거 백태클.
Far from a smooth challenge. Now,
최소
will the
옐로
referee
카드,
produce a
최대
card?
퇴장감인데
Deemed to
옐로로
have been
무마할
a
것 같네요.
cautionable offence.
Well, no question about it. He deserved his book in there.
원래 뒤에서 넣는 태클이면은 거진 레드가 나와야 되는데.
Oh, he's gone for goal.
오, 키퍼
Was on
정면으로
the target,
갔습니다.
but the keeper up to the task of saving it.
수비 라인을 잡아당기고
Akpan.
올라오려고 하나 봅니다. 그리고 뒷공간 밀라나? 그것도
And he'll get
아닌데.
ready for the throw-in. Getting in there to take it away.
오, 살짝 위험했습니다.
Chance to attack using width. Must take the lead here.
까비.
Oh, he's been denied, and they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
And giving it away.
라인이 이거 트래핑.
Chiu. Paulo.
나이스 패스.
Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the
붙이고
ball. In
하지만
a position from which
터치가
they could
길었습니다.
potentially do a bit of damage here. Will
좋았다.
it be?
까비.
Just cutting off the supply.
저거 볼 흘리기 했으면은 본인이 직접 득점 찬스까지 노려볼 만 했는데요.
Well, the keeper didn't have too much time. Using space on the opposite flank now. And unable to keep possession.
무슨 일이요? 반대로 주겠지.
Crossed into the penalty area.
나이스 헤딩.
Well, they can bring it out now. Good movement. Oh, that's a really good run. Wonderful chance.
까비.
Tremendous block. And offside it is. Coffee. Akpan. Simonsen. Beautifully disguised ball. Terrific save.
나이스.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Yes, in the mood
Oh,
to exert
offside.
more pressure. And he's in an offside position. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? And options in the centre. Superb block. Space on the flank.
My boy.
Cross into the centre. Ah, goalkeeper's ball. Not the best of crosses, really, was it?
나봉.
And successfully cut out. Balogun. Matri.
오케이.
The first half here comes to an end.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷.
So back
여전히
underway
네.
here into the second half. Spot on with that tackle. Could be a chance to break here. Can they take advantage of the situation? Superb
아, 나이스.
on the back of the ball from the flank. Has a go.
나이스.
Determined block. It is to be a throw-in. Now can she pick out a teammate?
개웃기네. 좋은 태클인데 근데?
Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. Can they forge ahead? Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week.
슬라이딩 태클을 박았는데 하필 우리 팀이 맞았네.
Can they trouble the opposition this time?
오, 본인이 끌고 들어와야지. 그렇게 주시면 찬스가 날아가 버립니다. 나이스 배.
Danger averted. Paulo could play it in. Body on the line.
맞다.
Can he find the net?
우,
Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. And he's fired over the corner.
오, 뒤로 흘렀어요. 공은 살았는데.
There to win it back. Well, she keeps moving.
나이스 태클.
Superbly read and executed. Will he play it in?
코너.
Took a touch all the way
Corner.
through. So a corner here. Now sending it in. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in.
한 번 더.
Oh, good defending to stop a decent looking attack.
이러면 헤딩이 이거
Challenge.
심판이 불지 않았습니다. 상대 입장에서는 굉장히 억울할 수 있는 상황인데요. 심판이 그만 넘어가고 맙니다.
Indeed, perhaps they can cash in again. Let's see. Well, doesn't have to do it on her own.
어디까지 끌고 오는 거야?
And played in.
나이스
Not
헤딩.
away completely. Well, unfortunately, he couldn't keep the shot down. And back with Kim. And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Now can they counter clinically? All hands on deck. Could be.
어허.
And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Just 15 minutes remaining. Oh, showing excellent vision.
나이스 태클.
Promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. A chance now with the corner. Under pressure to get it away. He's got space.
모션 봐.
Well, the two sides still locked together.
코너.
A set piece, a corner, can make all the difference. They favoured a short one here. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Well, here's the situation late in this game. As it stands, looking at the live table, they will be champions.
나이스.
Well, Derek, they're in a great position and they've done everything right up to this point. They just need to finish it off now.
Sustained pressure and they have the ball now. Far from a good pass. It's come down to the final 5 minutes and still they're deadlocked at 0-0. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? And the body in the way. It is to be a throw-in. Well, the ball lost here.
좋습니다.
Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
깔끔해. 너무 좋아요.
Level pegging, but can they change that? Can he put them in?
나이스 마무리.
It is a goal. It's just possible that might be the one that wins them the title.
Well, look at the celebrations. They certainly believe so. Still a job to do, but surely they won't throw it away from this position.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here.
나이스 태클.
Well, the referee has instructed the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. Paulo. Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say.
과연?
And the final to you from Loftus Road in the western part of London. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good
이라
game. The atmosphere is electric inside the
쌤백
stadium
풀백
before
윙이
kick-off,
없네.
and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Intercepting it intelligently. Kyle. Bale. Takes it on. Oh, just behind the
막았는데
goalkeeper.
씨. 왜 골대 정면으로 튕겨 나가냐고.
An alert intervention. Brilliant piece of skill. Space on the flank.
오,
Well, he's bound
파워
to be
슛.
disappointed with himself. Not a great effort, Stuart.
Well, the less said about that, the better. Not a good decision from him.
De Vries. Kyle. Bale. Did well to win the ball back. Succeeded in keeping it in play. And giving the ball away. Reis. Paulo. Ibrahim. Chiu. How about the cross? Well, clattered
까비.
away.
나이스.
Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Well, he prevented it from going over the line. Still passing it around with authority. And not an effort that will live long in the memory.
Well, the defenders will be relieved because that was a good chance. From that sort of distance, he should really be hitting the target. It was a really poor attempt in the end.
와우.
Koulibaly. He's given us away.
나이스.
Ibrahim. It's with Koulibaly.
나이스.
And flag raised. Offside.
옵사이드.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Ronaldo. From one side of the pitch to the other. Well, moving the ball impressively here. Can he play it in? Well, a bit short
Nice.
with the clearance.
우리 공.
Ibrahim. Sakamoto. Well, there to intercept. A chance to
Right.
whip it in. Well, the keeper was always likely to do his job under no pressure.
오.
A meaty
산
but
거야?
fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. They've given it away.
이거 반칙 아니야?
Not a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. Chance to cross.
와우,
He was
굉장히
intending.
위험했는데
Bad pass.
굉장히 적절한 태클입니다. 아하, 나이스 헤딩.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He keeps looking down and feeling his foot, so that's obviously the problem. And I think it came from that last challenge.
Cheers, Jeff. Read it well.
Johnson's 저를 보면 안 되신대요.
Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Koulibaly. Reis. Bowen. Lost possession.
아하, 나이스.
Now what can they do from here?
나이스.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride.
오,
Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. And after
Nice
the cross, a
win.
tremendous block. Throw-ins given. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out.
캐릭터가 무슨 족쇄를 차고 있는 것 같아.
Well, the referee allowing advantage to accrue to them. And they deal with the threat this time. A chance to nudge in front.
Corner.
Here.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Who can he pick out?
오,
Magical save it was.
코너.
Played over. Well, dealt with that ball comfortably. It needs an accurate cross.
와우,
Danger averted.
다행이다.
And crossed in there.
오,
To give them the lead. They have their reward.
야, 헤딩을 그렇게 들어가네.
1-0 then.
오,
This could be the equaliser.
까비.
But oh, what an important save. How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, there's no way to escape the verdict that that was an awful corner.
오, 쉣.
So they had attacking momentum, but not so. Bowen. And space to cross it.
아, 까비.
Figured out.
Well, they're creating chances. They now just need to take one of them. Mind you, what a save that was.
와우,
Well,
좋아요.
pushing again for a goal, looking full of purpose. Veering in field here.
Oh,
Able to
shoot.
get a body in the way. Top class defending. Well, he really read that brilliantly.
As you can see, the visitors have had much less of the ball, but when they have won it back in midfield areas, their counter-attacking has been excellent. They'll be happy with the way the...
아, 맛있다.
Spectacular save. Top class goalkeeping. From one side of the pitch to the other. Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser. Well, they're
아이고.
very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. And unable to pick out a teammate.
공에
That will be
링크가
a throw.
없었네요.
Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. It is to be a throw-in. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Must be.
와, 대박.
Second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
아, 위치 선정 뭐야, AI.
As you can see, but unfortunately, it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1.
Hello to Mike Stewart and wife Eileen, who are celebrating the wedding anniversary. Congratulations.
Kyle, and slipped through beautifully. And it's
아이씨,
in!
뭐야 이건 또.
Well, back in front, stunning scenes here.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. But I don't
AI가
think he should be beaten in his
야,
near post
나가리네.
quite so easily. I thought that was stoppable.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Dangerous looking through ball. Foiling
Nice,
his
yeah.
opponent completely. No nonsense clearance. And a chance to whip it in here. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Paulo. Reis. 10 minutes to go then. Sakamoto. Oh, that's a fine pass. Well, still time for them to level it.
코너.
Time is not on their side. This corner could help their prospects as they look for an equaliser. Now sending it in.
어이, 잘
They get the
잘랐다.
ball once more. Crossed in
어?
quickly. He
까비.
dealt with that
한
ball
번 더.
played in rather well. He's driven in the corner.
오, 나이스.
How can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? And the cross smuggled away. Well, almost at full time, and this is not really what the home fans had in mind. Stuart, interested to get your thoughts as always.
Well, if they want to get something
Nice,
from this game,
yeah.
they need to start getting the ball into the box that little bit quicker and get players attacking the ball. Otherwise, this game will just slip away from them.
Over the touchline for a throw-in. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. She has options and whipped into the box. It's an opportunity. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle.
아,
There
좋네.
goes the ball. And great to be with you from Loftus Road in West London. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And fair to say, heart rates are always a bit higher on a day like this, with good cause. The first day of the season. What might we see today, Stuart?
Well, they were great last season, Derek, but this is going to be a lot tougher.
오, 골대 맞았어요.
Still alive. On a time for
이번 판
composure
저
on the ball.
게임이 빠른데.
Well, they've started the game really brightly, and that was so close to taking the lead.
Well, having been denied by the woodwork, now the focus is on keeping the opposition at bay.
어,
The fine
나이스.
tackle. Useful looking ball. Can they take advantage? He knew he had to make the tackle and did.
아, 나이스.
Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. A chance to whip it in. Not really
Nice
the
heading.
ideal clearance. Oh, marvellous
Oh.
save. Great goalkeeping. Corner
좀
kick played in.
이상하긴 했지만
Good pressure. Can they make something of this? David. A foul, but advantage played.
오,
Could cross it in here. And he read it well defensively. And played in. Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't.
AI 왜 이리 빨라?
Continues his run. Well, disappointing end to the move. Well, let's see about the cross. Well, they survived the attack.
잘 돌려.
Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore.
어우,
Moving into the advanced position. Well, that's one for them to pursue.
나이스 라인.
And the ruling is offside here. In possession, Bowen. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Well,
Wow.
they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity.
어우, 오, 이건
Poor attempt at a pass, really. Well read to put an end to that attack. Thumped clear.
어이구.
Excellent refereeing. Advantage in operation. Well, the fact of the matter is sometimes there is no advantage, and that was the view of the referee. Quick
Oh,
ball,
up
perhaps
front.
catch them out.
나이스
Pressure
태클.
to win the ball back high up the pitch.
아, 점프력 봐.
And cutting in from the flank. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. That is how to apply the pressure. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. An effective challenge. Now can they make something happen?
나이스.
Intercepting it intelligently.
좋았다.
And showing fine vision. Well, nothing productive, really. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. A bit of running room now on the wing. And in with a real chance.
아, 칩시 씨.
Well, how many players would
이게
have the
먹혀?
confidence to try that? Simply magnificent. And back underway. 1-0 it is.
알고도 먹히네. 일부러 뒤로 물렀는데.
Nice switch of play. Well read to ease the pressure. Well, getting close to the half-time interval, and the story so far, they're not really making home advantage count. Stuart, your take.
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play.
Oh, Stuart! They will score!
위험했어.
Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending. Paulo. Ronaldo. They might be able to get in now.
나이스. 공잘
Oh,
빼냈다.
marvellous defending to deny him. And there it is, the referee's
칩시
whistle,
잘
thus
완전히
closing the
당했거든요.
book on the first half here in West London. Well, as they get the ball rolling again.
그래, 아직 후반
Interesting to see how
남았으니까
the second half pans out.
집중해 봅시다.
Well, he's given us away. Early ball in. Will it happen this time?
까비.
Just can't get it past him.
이거 좋았습니다.
Superbly read and executed.
와카클럽. 본인이구나, 와카클럽.
To lose his cool here. And this situation could be dangerous.
와, 까비.
Reflexes from the keeper and the danger averted.
Well, the crowd are doing their bit. Can they find the equaliser here?
Needs to clear it.
나이스
Good
차단.
tackle. It'll be a throw. An easy one to cut out, really. Ronaldo.
슛. 와우.
And how about that for a save? Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, the danger is still there. Pressing high, and they have the ball again.
잡았어요.
Well, they might be
다시 한 번 더
trailing, but
코너.
hope in the form of a corner. Delivering it, making sure it didn't get past him. Pressing high to win the ball.
오,
The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Well, no problems
Oh, God.
defensively. Dangerous looking through ball. Oh, she's made the move. Well,
맛있어.
the keeper was called upon and delivered.
Well, he's so good in those 1v1 moments, and he's proved it yet again. Well, the hosts have had so much of the ball in the last 15 minutes, and some of their play has been really good. And if they continue to control the ball...
Oh, they could finish here, Stuart.
쳐내고.
Must score. Oh,
아,
tremendous
못했어.
goal. Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, just look at this again. Great technique.
볼 때 누가 이거
Perfect
박혀 있는
contact
거야?
and a brilliant finish. Top stuff.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score.
A reminder, the food stands will be open after the game if you'd like to get yourself some post-match
Sakamoto.
snacks.
And take it away. Pirinci. And there to intervene. Fluency of movement. Now he must favour the cross.
오, 까비.
That's well blocked. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Applying vigorous pressure. Potential danger here.
나이스.
Well, great read there to intercept. Ronaldo, and fed forwards.
좋았다.
Surely
나이스 마무리.
a goal! Not over just yet.
Well, here it is again, and the keeper's lost his concentration
Oh.
here. He's totally in the wrong position.
안
He'll
보고
be
찼나?
disappointed with that.
So there we have it, 2-1. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Perfect challenge. It might be on for...
나이스.
And a throw-in forthcoming. Who can he pick out? And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target. So it's going to be a goal kick here. A super tackle and they've won possession.
바운드를 준다.
Played into the box.
나이스.
Well, still an issue here. And problem solved for now. Just 10 minutes to go. Paulo. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser.
오,
Now he'll be
오.
out with himself.
까비.
Ran into an offside position. Jameson.
나이스 비.
And a throw-in it's going to be. Options in the centre. Another goal from this corner would in all likelihood secure victory. Can someone get on the end of this?
나이스.
Well, did his job defensively.
오.
Very timely interception. And they'll
나가버렸고.
get ready for the throw-in. Well, couldn't keep it in. Well, they no longer have the ball. Played into the centre.
나이스 헤딩.
Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. Clean challenge. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Well, holding on to the ball, trying to waste a few extra seconds. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. And the referee says
영
that
좋지
is all
않구만.
with the floodlights beaming down. I'm
넷.
Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Well, it's so important to make a good start to the season. If they lose again here, it immediately puts the players and coach under the spotlight. They must get something from this game.
And he's broken free.
오,
Oh, he
까비.
did superbly well to get back there and thwart him. Must be.
오.
Inches away. Didn't miss by very much at all.
스텝이 꼬인다. 달리기가.
Pope has it. G. Yaya. Needs to tread carefully. Musa. And winning it back. Ronaldo.
나봉.
Well, possibilities in the centre.
오, 속도 봐.
Went in
Oh.
strongly to win the ball.
이게 축구인지 미식 축구인지.
In possession, Bowen. Paulo. Element of risk there.
Oh,
but he
nice
got the
tackle.
ball. And it crossed the byline. A goal kick as a result. Needed to be more accurate than that from the keeper. And a throw in then. Chance to cross. Can he find
오.
Well, the keeper is
나이스
happy the ball
슛인데
was
골대
there.
맞고 나왔네.
Well, it came to nothing in the end. Pope has it. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Moving into the advanced position. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Well, to be blunt, misfiring with the header. Musa. Kai. Flag raised
Nice line.
offside. Went in strongly, decisively. This might have potential. Can he convert?
우.
Oh, tremendous goal!
막았는데도
Technical
먹히네.
excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, just look at this again. Great technique, perfect contact, and a brilliant finish. Top stuff.
밸런스가 안 좋아서 못 일어나는 건가?
Paulo. Race. From one side of the pitch to the other.
오, 좋았다.
On a crucial intervention inside the box. And they do like to press whenever they can. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Now, will the cross work out for them?
나이스.
Able to deal with the threat. Plenty of options. But they dealt with the threat posed. He continues his run. Possession given away, unfortunately. Pirinci. He could pick out a teammate. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go.
주장이 바뀌었네.
Mitchell. And really intense pressure applied. Robert. Mitchell. Fine sequence of passes. It's with Novak.
오,
And a goal kick is the outcome. Mills. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Kai. It's with G. Pope has it. They really look after the ball when they have it. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And there it is, the half-time whistle.
P가 90으로 바뀌었네.
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. It's a good-looking ball in behind.
우,
Still an opportunity, and the keeper was finally able to claim it.
Well, what a great piece of goalkeeping. Firstly, the save, and then the recovery. Brilliant from him.
Opportunity! Well,
Oh.
there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
Played over. Taking care of business defensively here. Putting his body on the line. Must score!
와우.
And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Oh, a vital interception. On the offensive. A chance to whip it in. Looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. Can't miss, surely. Splendid defending.
Well, as you can see, the visitors have controlled the possession in the last 15 minutes, and they've played some good football. It's just now about taking one of those chances to get back into the game.
Yes, really going so well for them, and who knows, they might be able to craft another opportunity. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. G. It's with Pereira. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Dangerous ball.
와, 쉣.
Majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it. And what a great finish it is. Struck with power and accuracy, certainly no stopping that.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Could reduce the deficit. Blocking it. And that was simply miles off target.
Well, I think he's right to go for power, but he's made the wrong connection, and it's really poor technique in the end.
And he read it well, intercepting it. And that's a straightforward stop. Kai. It's with Novak. Mills. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And that is going to be a free kick. Crossed accurately towards the far post. A deft clearance. Excellent ball over the top. And this would reduce the deficit. A smart stop here. Couldn't hang on to it. Into the final 20 minutes. Oh, great piece of individual skill.
오.
And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. Losing possession a bit easily. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Yaya. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Bowen. A really sumptuous ball. Well, not allowed to continue. He had drifted into the offside position.
Well, if he takes a step back to the ball and then spins in behind, he'll be onside. But he does know where the space is.
Losing possession here. 10 minutes to go then.
나이스.
And he takes it away.
어휴.
And he's through here. Well, without wanting to put too fine a point on it, that goes down as a tame effort and easy for the keeper. He's driven in the corner. And not an effort that will live long in the memory.
Well, the defenders will be relieved because that was a good chance. From that sort of distance, he should really be hitting the target. It was a really poor attempt in the end.
Chiu. And he's in the clear. Oh, denied by the post. And this might not be the ideal situation for them. And top-notch as well as brave goalkeeping.
Well, he comes off his line at just the right time. He read that brilliantly.
Pope has it. And snuffing out the danger. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. A really intense pressure applied. Takes the shot.
이게 들어간다고?
Themselves back into it. A lifeline in this game, and this could be a dramatic finale.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? And that...